Recently I've been playing 2D fighting games. A lot of them. Tekken, BlazBlue, Street Fighter, Melty Blood, Guilty Gear. Like seriously, anything you can think of. More specifically, I've been abusing my Steam family sharing and stealing all of these to play from my friend Panton. Of course I play quite often with him as well, and we've both been talking about wanting a hitbox. What is a hitbox, you might ask? Shut up. This is a hitbox.
Actually, that's a NES Advantage.
This is a hitbox.
Actually, that's a fight stick.
This is a hitbox. In any case, we both want one of these, and my friend's birthday is coming up soon, so I decided I wanted to get him one. Alright, these are nice buttons, this is a nice board, I'll get a cord, and I'll save some money by making the case myself. So I decided I would not be getting him a hitbox, and instead I got him this pony game. Just kidding, because my Plato's Cave allegory shadow watching single-ass brain cell had a magnificent idea. I had been working on circuit bending an old analog synthesizer. Circuit bending is when you make an old electronic toy or synthesizer that sounds something like this, sound like this. As part of this project, I had ordered these little push buttons. I decided to make a mini hitbox. This mini hitbox works just like its larger counterpart, but at only the size of a wee-wee. And most importantly, it can be made for the cost of less than California's hourly minimum wage. How did I make this beauty, you ask? I'll show you exactly how.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
You see, I was in a bit of a predicament at the beginning of this project, having received the parts I needed just 3 days before I had to show my friend the result. This would be enough time, but I've never really learned how to use an Arduino before, despite being a robotics engineering student. So first I decided to focus on what I could do, and I designed the case. Next it was time to see if the buttons would fit, but most of my footage was too scuffed to show, so here's the last few seconds of the assembly. Now time for the part that scares me. Electronics and code. 5 seconds into researching, I realized that I had already made a mistake.
Huh?
I bought this 3-pack of Arduino Nanos because online I had seen people make hitboxes with what I thought were Arduino Nanos. No, I needed to buy Arduino Micros, not Nanos, so there goes another $20. The funny part is I originally was going to get the Arduino Micros, but they were a whole $2 more, and they didn't come with any cords. So I got the Nanos, like a dumbass, that did come with the cords. If I'd paid any attention at all, I would have seen that the Nano has a mini USB port, while the Micro has a micro USB port. So they're obviously different and not interchangeable. Sorry if I lost you in that tangent. Nano, micro, mini? No, I'm not talking about what's in my pants. Though those words could be used for that too. Basically, if you're looking to make one of these for yourself, an Arduino Nano can take commands from your computer and control other hardware, while an Arduino Micro can do this but also interface and send inputs to your computer. Essentially, buy an Arduino Micro as it can input on your computer while an Arduino Nano cannot. Additionally, I made a second dumbass mistake. Impressive, I know. Basically, I did not look at the reviews of this off-brand Micro in which everyone said that the micro USB port was fragile. But I have glue. Problem solved. So soldering turned out to be more of a headache than I had initially expected, and I even ruined 2 of the buttons, but that was a problem for later. This took me about 2 hours, and for anyone wanting to do this project, please make your wires longer than they need to be, because that was what caused me the most issues. In any case, after this, it was time to code. Yeah, no, so someone already made the code for this, so I took the soldered button assembly over to my desk to test it, and success! As mentioned, 2 of the directional buttons were broken, but no matter, I had already ordered and installed replacement buttons. Now to assemble. Oh, also first probably download this software called Xoutput that turns the direct input signals from the Arduino into X input signals for modern games. Okay, time to assemble everything. Some of you might notice that the case looks slightly different. Originally I went for this case that I designed to close magnetically, but the magnets weren't strong enough to keep the board and the components inside. So I decided to design a case that would close with M3 screws instead. Also, I have this sticky tab to keep the board in place. Well, that's the finished hitbox. But I think it needs a finishing touch. Perfect. Happy birthday, Panton. Now, you may be asking, why would I want a mini hitbox when I could just make one of these for not that much more? I don't care, just make that, bro. However, there are some benefits to a small hitbox. First off, price. You can make this bad boy for a component price of under
$16.
Second, portability. This don't fit, this do. And most importantly, one-handed gaming. My friend will probably only care about that last benefit though, but overall, I'm very happy with this mini hitbox. For one, I think it looks great, and I'm also very impressed with the function of it. If you would like to make one of these for yourself, I will leave links to everything I used and everything that I would use instead if I had to make this again. Links to other people's helpful videos on making hitboxes, the code, my STL files, and everything else I've referenced will be in the description as well. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Sorry about the quality, it's my first video, but Please subscribe if you'd like to see similar low intelligence content in the future. Oh, and one last thing. What does Panton think of his gift?